crowd's waited long enough.
11.0.
And I apologize, I thought we would be a lot quicker. I didn't realize the committee discussion would be so long. Thank you, Shelley.
Sure. 11.0 verbal communications, residents wishing to be heard. Any resident of the Auburn Enlarged City School District is welcome to address the Board of Education on items pertaining to the education and/or the operation of the school district. There will be time provided on the agenda at this point. Any resident wishing to address the Board of Education is requested to come forward to the lectern on being recognized and to give his or her name and address. Questions related to the employees of the district will not be permitted. Such questions should be referred to the superintendent at another time.
Shelley, before we start, can I ask that we set an actual, there has been some discussion that we're cutting people off too early or too late or giving some people more time. Can we just set an actual 3-minute timer?
It's always been 3 and I've always done
Yeah,
it.
you have the timer. Can you just turn the sound on so people?
I don't even.
Well, she's always warned
I give
30
them 30
seconds.
seconds,
Okay.
and then I tell them when it's 3, but I'll try. I gotta learn how to set.
She's a drummer, so she knows how to keep time. So we just
I
need
promise it's always
we need
3.
folks to just respect that she's giving you your warning and finishing up, and we'll try to get through as many people as we can.
Yes.
All right. Who's coming to the podium?
Okay. And did you all sign, did you sign Mark?
We're all set. Thank you.
Okay.
And just so everyone knows, one nice reason of us doing this at the end is a lot of time during the public to be heard. People are heard and they leave. We will be around, so if you've got a specific question for myself, I will be here to address that after the meeting. So please, if you do have a specific question for me, I will be around after the meeting to be able to answer that. So with that, Ms. Chiz, go right ahead.
Thank you. Rachel Chiz, Adams Ave, Auburn.
President, that humming is inappropriate during public comment.
I didn't know where the hump was.
How is it appropriate?
We're peacefully stating that kids need to stop being bullied in the school district.
And we're being bullied.
Something needs to be done.
They need to stop.
How many kids have to die or not want to come back to school because they're afraid of their life? How many kids?
They need to stop humming. This is our opportunity to speak. It's not appropriate.
We've given Ms. Chiz the floor. She's got her 3 minutes. We can have the next person speak next. I don't know where we are at time.
They're humming while we're speaking on behalf.
I don't know where the humming is coming from. I thought the humming was coming from.
How much time was wasted? We couldn't even hear you guys talking. How much time was wasted? How much time was wasted? A lot of time. We couldn't hear what you guys were saying.
30 seconds.
So how about you listen to us? How about you read the signs? My daughter was just attacked 2 days ago in your bathroom at the school, the junior school. 2 days ago. She has been bullied for I don't know how many years in the school. Nothing's been done. Nothing. The system is terrible. My son plays sports for Auburn High. He graduates next year. Never had a problem. Never. My daughter's 13.
3
difference. It is getting worse and worse. Something needs to be done.
3 minutes is up.
Something.
We're not,
Okay, we have 3 more minutes. I'm Michelle Rivoli, 6 Aldrich Avenue, and I would like to point out to certain members of the board and the public who've accused me of being racist, that 3 of the 4 children standing in front are mine, holding up the signs that say, "In our house, we don't see color." We don't see color. For 10 years, they've been mine. Please read the signs. Yes, and we would appreciate it if the president of the board wouldn't be rolling his eyes while we're here speaking.
But if it was his daughter or his kid in the back.
He doesn't have children. Well, he doesn't have children.
Show sympathy, huh?
How do you feel if your kid was afraid to go to school?
It's how they operate here, bully tactics. Perhaps I could play an audio for you with my union reps this afternoon, Ian.
Ms.
Yeah,
Rivera,
let's do that.
we're not,
You guys really care at all?
this isn't we can't engage when you bring individuals into it. I'd be happy to have a discussion when we close this meeting. We cannot.
I'm actually
respond
dealing
to
with the head of
everyone.
NICET tomorrow.
Okay?
Why do I?
I have no problem.
The bullying needs to stop.
Okay, thank you.
Every day.
I mean, did you see the
We're gonna
look we
have
when we're
one,
sitting in our
I'm
chairs?
sorry,
Especially
we
by
need to have one
over
person
here.
speak at a time.
You're
We have
rolling
a
your eyes,
very,
you're even looking
we
at
have a
the
very
public.
limited time for public to be heard.
You know, it's interesting because you had an unlimited amount of time in January when you proposed the name change. In fact, you extended it. But every time we've shown, excuse me, I'm talking and you said you can't address us. So please stop talking. You extended the time when everybody was here supporting what your agenda was. In this particular case, you have intentionally tried to create a situation because you don't want to hear what we have to say. That's why we're trying not to talk.
30 seconds.
Because you don't hear us, because you don't care. It gets in the way of your own personal and political agendas. We've had enough. And we will be taking our concerns to the commissioner.
Did one of the board members call out the whole entire community? Isn't that bullying?
Are you?
That would be,
you have the mic?
yeah, I'm sorry, I'll speak for him. I'm sorry, I'll speak for him.
No,
No, I'll speak for him.
No, you won't.
Yes,
No,
one
you
of the
won't.
board members, 2 of the board members. Oh, wait, it's her turn.
Okay.
Right, Elizabeth.
Aggressive, why so aggressive?
Are we
Elizabeth
following
Cuddy,
any type of
119
order?
Straker Ave. May I address the gentleman who asked a question?
Sorry, I didn't start your time.
Oh, sorry.
I don't get
Okay.
your name, I'm sorry.
Okay.
What is it?
Elizabeth Cuddy,
Got it.
Straker Ave.
Thank you.
To answer that person's question in the back, yes, the Vice President said that we failed the community and we failed the students because we did not support a name change. But that's not what this is about. This is not about that at all. It really isn't. If you guys would read the signs, I don't think any of the signs say name change, do they?
No.
Nope. This is not about the name change.
What does political agenda have to do with bullying?
We gotta have one person speak at a time. I mean, we had a complaint that there was humming, and now we have, anytime someone makes a comment, we have a lot of others. We have to give the person who has the 3 minutes their 3 minutes.
Okay, Ian, we'll address it. I have my 3 minutes still, right? Michelle, do I have my
Yes,
3
you have
minutes? Okay,
1
thank
minute
you.
and 10 seconds.
Thank you.
Yep.
And as you can see to the board, you know, I've heard that some of you think that it's just a couple people. It's not. It's way more than this as well. There are people people who are afraid to come out and show their face and speak because they're afraid their children will be retaliated. They're afraid they won't be employed by the district. There are many, many more people. So please, I promise you, it is not just the people that show up to the meetings. There are many, many people intimidated.
We're not.
But we are doing this for those people who are intimidated and for all the kids. Every single child in this district.
Thirty seconds.
Not against you,
And when parents have to contact other parents because you, the board, aren't listening to them, this is why.
My daughter's video is the video that went viral.
You're letting that happen on your schools.
That no one knew about for 5 days.
3 minutes.
All right, can we take a look at the list here?
Could I'm Judy Garrett. I also work for the district, but I live 3041 Pin Feather Place. I just came up here to speak. Ian Phillips, how many people here know about Fix It and Fund It? Just raise your hand, please. It's called, yes, thank you, called Fix It and Fund It. Just please raise your hand. Okay, for those that do you know how much money has been raised for the district alone? Thank you, Ian Phillips, for Fix It and Fund It. How much money our district has lost out on because of the gap, but we don't have. Because, thank you, Ian Phillips, for taking care of the money our district does not get because of the state. We don't know that about it. I am sick over the children that get abused. I'm not understanding why it's their fault. They did not go out and do this to the children. They did not know it happened. What? No, excuse me. Seriously? Are you serious? Excuse me.
Nancy,
You're being disruptive.
I will sign it, but I did not interrupt you, nor did I put someone else's information on Facebook without their permission. I will just tell you that. That's the problem. You had your opportunity to speak. I am not on your agenda. I will sign my name.
Go ahead, Nancy.
Sorry, Nancy, I apologize. Where was the list? Was it well hidden so I couldn't sign it?
Yes, that's what we did. We hid it so you couldn't.
But you did interrupt me as well as our board members.
Excuse me.
Nancy, thank you. I'm sorry.
Excuse me, Porter.
But
this is a really, really
Thank
bad
you.
example for our children.
It is, but I will.
Starting with you. You are a really bad example for our children.
One bad example. I will sit down now. Thank you.
When they get done, I think they need to hear it.
I'm gonna have to get on this. 15 minutes. 15 minutes.
All right. So our 15 minutes are up. We would love to extend the time, but we're not going to do it when people are shouting with each other. It's an incredibly bad example. I definitely want to hear about the concerns, the legitimate concerns that so many of our parents and community members have. And I'm going to stay. I'm going to go. I'll talk to you, whatever. But I'm not going to feed this divisive nature where we're fighting one another. Do we have issues that we need to address as a district? Absolutely. 100% of the time, right? But we're not going to have adults shouting at one another, trying to grab things out of people's hands, shouting with a sign in front of their face. No one grabbed, there was 3 people in succession. No one checked the list.
I think that our
So our 15, please,
they don't want to hear what we
our
have to
15
say.
minutes have
They
finished.
don't.
We are going to adjourn the meeting now,
We don't need
and
to
we
be
will talk
lectured.
afterwards. Is there a motion to adjourn? Is there a motion to adjourn?
We don't want
Moved by
to be
Dr.
lectured.
Hernandez.
So, I'll go to school.
Is there a second?
You're saying it's right for them.
I'm gonna come see you. Is there a second? Call the police.
Can we control this?
You just
Maybe
dismissed
15
the
minutes.
community. Wait a
Can I
minute.
make a motion that we
You
extend?
just dismissed the community.
No,
Okay.
We